Okay, boom. I just got back from a walk and I want to talk about affirmations. I know I've mentioned them before, but I don't feel like I've really given them that much coverage on this channel or page in highlighting just how valuable I really believe they are. I know sometimes people feel a certain way about them because of just robo affirmations and they're like, we don't have to say affirmations all the time and just that kind of ordeal. But I do think there's a way to overuse affirmations, whatever that looks like for you. And then there's neglecting affirmations. And then I think there really is a happy medium. And I think that happy medium is just unique to everybody. What may look like overdoing it for you may be normal for me or vice versa. But I feel like if you are someone that is working on changing your beliefs, like you are actively working on shifting limiting beliefs, I think there's an immense amount of power in saying affirmations out loud specifically and feeling them in your body and hearing yourself say it, feeling yourself say it, and teaching your body that it is safe and that that is something that it can really grasp onto. I am very big on body work. I feel like you can think and think and think and think and think, but your body has all of the answers and it is always consistent. It is never incorrect, it never lies, it never fails. And I feel like if you want to know what you really believe, say it out loud and see how it feels in your body. I remember when I first started saying the I am worthy affirmations and I am worthy, I am deserving, those types of ones. And of course in your head you feel like, yeah, of course, no shit, like I believe that I'm deserving, whatever. But when you actually like start to say those affirmations out loud, lay down, calm your body, get your mind real quiet and say some affirmations to yourself, such as like, I deserve this amount of money, whatever it is. See how it feels in your body. You'll be surprised some of the things that you subconsciously believe. So I think it is powerful to shift. If you're trying to like shift your identity and shift limiting beliefs, I think it is really powerful to say stuff out loud and then to pay attention to where you feel that off vibe in your body. Like wherever something feels off, don't overthink it. Just pay attention in a non-judgmental way and in a way that is just loving and you're just like looking, like I feel something right here and it's as if like I'm looking with my like mind, if that makes any sense. I can go on and on about what I believe the specificities of that process to be and what exactly you're doing when you're looking and you're doing, but I'm not gonna go in. But just in a basic sense, paying attention to the sensations in your body until they dissipate and they feel light and continuing to affirm, that is like serious work. As far as I'm concerned, as far as I believe. As someone that had some pretty serious limiting beliefs, really lived in fight or flight, was really hard on myself. I mean, really at some point wanted to unalive myself. Like that's how deep the thoughts went. So as someone that's gone from that, not to make a joke of it, not to make light of it, it's not like that, but to be someone that has gone from that way of thinking to the person that I am today, I feel pretty comfortable speaking on it. What I've really been testing lately, which is why I think I've been like paying so much attention to it right now, is because I've been testing saying affirmations in the morning and in the evening, like at the start of my day and the end of my day, and seeing how that impacts my day and then analyzing how that impacts my week as a whole. Compared to the days where I don't do that. That doesn't mean that the days that I don't do that are bad. I'm just looking at trends. It is very powerful to get that momentum going and start saying those affirmations at the start of the day. And it doesn't have to be crazy. Like I'm not rehearsing anything. I'm not reading anything. I'm not making a specific list and checking it twice. Like I'm literally just when I wake up, I'm so grateful for being alive today. What a wonderful day. Today's gonna be fantastic. I just made that up right now. I don't even know if I've ever said that. That's my point. Just wake up and think of something nice. And then as you're brushing your teeth or whatever, think of nice things and say them out loud. Say them in the mirror and look dead in your eyes. The reason I thought of this coming back from my walk is because I say affirmations on my walks. I think it is, especially when you walk with such clean posture, you feel good, you feel powerful, and you're just at a nice brisk walk in the breeze or whatever and just like chilling, loving life, and you're saying these affirmations and you're talking to yourself and you're getting yourself like almost like hyped up, but in an energetic way, bitch, I don't know. You're feeling good. You walk around feeling like money. That's the point. That's what you want to be doing. And you don't have to rush the process. You don't have to stress the process. You don't have to just chill. And in bonus, if you do something like EFT tapping while you're saying these affirmations, your meditation and stuff, bonus. But I'm not trying to give you a bunch of homework. But if you do that, great. You'd be surprised how many things you believe and say and think are just because you think them all the time. I clocked this when I came back from my walk one time, and it was a weekday, and I wanted to do the dishes, but it was a weekday, and I would always say something like, What was the belief? It was like, I don't do dishes on the weekdays, or I don't do anything after my walks. That's what it was. I was like, I don't do anything after my walks. I would say that all the time when I'm talking to my family or whatever. Like, I'm like, damn, I want to do the dishes, but once I do my walk, it's clip. It's clip for the day. And I was looking at the dishes because I had gotten particularly backed up that week for whatever reason. I must not have been able to do them over the weekend. But I was looking at the dishes and I was like, I had the thought, like me, regular, I thought like, dang, I really should do these dishes. And then I heard another thought that sounded like me, but it was just like, I don't do anything after my walks. Like someone pressed play on a tape. Like it didn't, like I didn't think that. Like I did, but it played because it was triggered by my thought. Like I had a thought of, I would like to do these dishes. And then it's like my brain, it was that neural pathway was so established. It was so comfortable. It was so familiar. My brain immediately click. I don't do anything after my walk. Like a bot. And it's crazy because I like heard it. Like I heard that thought and was like, I don't have to listen to that. I can, if I want to do dishes after my walk, I can. And then I was like, you know what, just because you said that, I'm gonna do them. And I did the dishes. And I love doing that. I love switching up energy. I love walking in new neighborhoods, new paths, new directions. I love constantly switching stuff up and almost feeling uncomfortable because it's like that neuroplasticity in your brain. It's like ability to adapt to these. Let me not focus. My point is that because I had said that all the time, that was such a familiar way for me to think, and that was the easiest thought that could be produced in that period of time. That thought took the least amount of energy, therefore the action following that thought would also be the one that takes the least amount of energy because it's familiar. After that, I decided to do another assessment of my thoughts and beliefs because I'd already got rid of some good limiting beliefs, and my brain automatically thinks to the positive thing now. Like that's the easier pathway for a lot of the time instead of automatically thinking of the negative like it used to. So it just kind of keeps itself going now. But I was like, it seems like there still are probably beliefs in here that were not serving me. So I was just starting to pay attention to what I was thinking. I wasn't digging for stuff that wasn't there. I wasn't overdoing it. Don't feel like you need to be self-fixing and digging and searching, just being aware and paying attention to what pops up. I started noticing other limiting beliefs. I was like, get rid of that. Anything that wasn't serving me or helping me, I was like, get rid of that. With that, I started being attentive to what I was saying and how I was speaking on myself also, because there are multiple times I'd be talking to people, because y'all know, I'm out here. Y'all know that I quit my job back in January. That still stands. So when I'm talking to people, I used to always be like, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm out here. Why am I saying I don't know what I'm doing? That's not serving me. I was like, I'm not saying that anymore. I'm not saying I don't know what I'm doing. I know exactly what I'm doing. All the solutions are right in front of me. Everything is easy for me. I just start talking like that. The way my brain has been a solution finding machine. I swear to God, I just haven't come on here and talked about it yet. But now that I'm talking about it, this video is already getting kind of long, so maybe I'll make some other videos on this because it's insane. It's insane simply from being aware. I don't robo-affirm. I don't try to remember to say something every time. I'm just aware of what I'm thinking. And when I notice a thought, do I rock with that or do I not rock with that? And I'm sure there are thoughts that fly under the radar. Like that's what happened. That's literally the example that I just gave you with the whole washing the dishes thing. That just flew under the radar. I didn't even clock it. And that's what brought my attention to other thoughts that I just hadn't clocked. And that's okay. There's no rush. You don't gotta stress yourself out. Just be aware at the level that you are currently able to be aware at. And as you notice things, decide, do I want to think this or do I want to start thinking this, and move along.